I don't have many stories from my weekend, but the one thing we went to Camelback Mountain, which is
Camel Toe Mountain.
Great. You see the picture? We made Camel Toe Mountain.
I saw you.
We're fucking idiots. Because I guess at the top of the mountain they call it Camel Top.
Oh.
So we noticed you just fucking put an E where that P is, and boy, the fun ensued.
And the laughs start rolling.
See, now it's welcome to Camel Toe,
Toe. Get that picture.
We're hilarious. And I was wondering what these ski resorts were doing to stay in business, because we haven't had, winter in a long fucking time around here.
Yeah.
So the skiing has been in trouble for many, many years now. Man, Camelback Mountain turned it into a fucking water park down below.
Really?
It looks like it's a permanent water park, too. They cover that shit up during ski season, and then you could ski.
They do. People do love their water parks.
And they had the zip line, which we
that's
did.
fucking racist. Come on now. Anyone could use it.
You go to the top of Camelback, and it's a 4,000-foot zip line all the way to the bottom.
4,000 feet.
4,000 feet.
And
you're going over, we figured it all out. You're going over 30 miles an hour for over a minute.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We liked it. It wasn't, I didn't find it scary, but I found it pretty damn cool to be just sitting in a seat with nothing around you and just flying down the zip line.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
It was awesome, man. So.
Nice getaway.
Yeah, it was a good getaway. No real stories, just relaxing. Sleeping with a window open and not hearing traffic, that was pretty fucking cool. I have become a fucking city boy.
The country.
God, I forgot that you could actually open a window and sleep with that fresh air without hearing anything.
It is amazing what you can get used to in New York,
I haven't got used to it.
There are people that would just, bolt up awake from hearing that fucking fire engine. Oh,
God.
And you're just like... Go to sleep.
You could sleep.
Tom Hanks and Big.
Yeah, the red
my
neon
cousin
light.
Vinny.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
He sleeps in jail, but he can't sleep in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, New York City, maybe you can keep your window open you might get an hour in before some nonsense is happening where you're awakened from your slumber, from your golden slumber.
That's pretty fucking cool, though. Take a little trip up there. No danger, no getting lost.
No.
That's good.
We learned that my mom decided to sell the old timeshare because she didn't want to pay the maintenance fee anymore. Even though there's young families in our family now that would have absolutely loved the free vacation.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Did she tell people she was selling it, to give them the option to pay it?
No, not really. No, she was obsessed that she was spending $500 a year or whatever it was.
A year?
That's it, yeah, for the maintenance fees. Everything else was pretty much paid for. That's kind of how the timeshares get you. You have to pay the maintenance fees.
But someone else could have just paid that.
No shit. Welcome to my world of fucking mental illness. Without asking anyone.
It is funny, though, how, timeshares sound like a great idea.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you got to pay $500 a year for maintenance fees. And then you think about it, and it's like, well, I might just be paying that as a hotel fee anyway.
Right.
So why would I need
Well, it's for a week, though.
No, I understand that, but sometimes the maintenance fees outweigh the cost of what you're.
No, that's how the
doing
timeshares get you. Because you have to pay that maintenance fee, and it doesn't
go. I got it forever. It's free.
Yeah, it doesn't go toward your investment at all.
And
so
the
year after
fees,
year,
they go up too, right?
Of course. Yeah, that's how they get you in the end.
And you got to go on whatever week they determine is your week. Is usually when you go. Oh,
then you're stuck going to the exact same place for years.
Fuck that.
Years in a row. I'm sure it gets boring.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
No.
I'm an adventurer.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not at all.
Yeah.
Then we went to that Bushkill Falls up there.
Ooh.
You like that nature shit, Anthony?
You know what? I kind of got put off to that nature shit when I got lost in the woods that time with Melinda.
Wow, that was real nature shit, though.
I'm like, I'm never going hiking again.
No.
Never.
Well, you got the
I'll never go
GPS and
hiking
stuff.
Again.
You got all that shit on your phone now. It'll
That
be
is
a lot
true.
easier to find your way now.
That really is amazing now, but don't you still need some kind of signal? I'm not sure.
Look, this is what yeah, it was fucking cool, man.
Wow.
They had, these walkways, these wooden walkways along the falls in the middle of the woods, and the woods and zins.
The wooden is it?
The wooden.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have a room full of dead animals.
Yeah, that's like
I hate seeing
stuffed animals.
I don't like seeing a room full of dead animals.
Look, they're all toying with each other because they're dead.
They all look cute and like they might still be alive.
It's a hell of a taxidermy exhibit.
Right, but I'm here to tell you they're all dead.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take a still picture, you're thinking, oh, I captured a deer.
Every time I see those scenes, because they're behind glass, they're big fucking rooms with a scene,
right?
A nature scene with stuffed animals in it. I always think of that scene from fucking Planet of the Apes, where he's running around the museum,
right.
and he sees his buddy there, just standing there.
Yeah,
gets shot in the head again.
Look, that wolf is just howling at the moon
forever.
What
a morbid playroom.
It really is.
I hate seeing that shit.
Yeah.
They look just like live boys.
Kids are having the worst time.
Are those stuffed boys?
They're stuffed boys. Sure, this is my favorite place.
There's 3 stuffed boys outside.
Yeah, room full of dead shit.
What's that?
Oh, no, it's a chipmunk.
What's that?
It's a chipmunk.
Just sitting on a log for eternity.
Forever. That's it. That's his.
That shit creeps me out. I don't mind seeing if it's just a head on the wall at a restaurant or something, but the whole animal.
You know how old those probably are, too? It's been there forever.
And I'll make it very clear. I don't give a fuck if other people hunt and stuff. I just know I can't fucking do it.
No, I don't. I like shooting. I don't like hunting.
And, man, I mean, I can't even... We stopped counting after a while the amount of dead deer on the side of the fucking road.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
Are they...
Just twisted. And holy fuck... That car took out my left leg, and now I have to lay here on the side of the road until I die.
That's pretty terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Were they spray painted yet?
So many. Huh?
Were they spray painted yet? The town that I used to live in New Jersey, they would spray paint like a red X.
Why?
So that animal control can come pick them up.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that there's a dead animal there. You don't need the X.
I think we got one here.
This one's ready.
Oh, he's sleeping. He's sleeping.
I was disappointed, though. I didn't see any of the party balloons from the Roadkill. That's a new thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. They get well soon.
They get balloons that say "get well soon." They attach it to
onto the little hand of the.
You haven't seen it? It's kind of a thing that's happening.
That's funny.
Out there.
That's funny.
If there's a balloon store nearby, these sick fucks are getting "get well soon" balloons, and they attach it to the hoof.
The hoof
of a dead animal.
That's very funny.
Yeah. Could you find one? It's pretty easy to find online now. I was very disappointed I didn't see any get well soon balloons.
Get well soon roadkill. There's
one.
A dead possum.
See how fast that was to
that
find?
Just looks. Oh, that's so sad. Poor little fella. There's a deer. Oh man.
Oh yeah, this is a trend that is sweeping
funny.
America right now.
Tied to his leg.
This is horrible.
Or dead deer.
Get well soon.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
We saw a little baby possum on the side of the road, and my brother decided to kind of nudge it along to get it back in the woods so it wouldn't get hit by a car.
Oh yeah. Interfering with
Porcupine.
the prime directive.
Did I say possum? Porcupine.
Yeah. Oh, a porcupine.
Baby porcupine. I'm like, you're fucking nuts.
They got those fucking little spikes on them.
Yeah,
Quills.
they do.
The quills.
I got a little video of it. I'll show you during the break. It's not worth posting, but
was he going back and forth like this?
He was totally fine, but he was probably a foot from death, just hanging out.
Oh boy!
Next to the curb of a sidewalk.
It's like a little walking spike strip.
Yeah,
I
think so. Let's say hi to Kevin in Virginia. Kevin.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up?
I just want to let Opie know they've got a full-time position up in the Poconos to remove dead animals from the side of the road.
I believe it. I fucking believe it.
Pay a guy.
Yeah, I believe it. We saw so many dead deer. I guess the guy was on his lunch break because we
we're all over the place.
He could have filled up a whole truck, and then we just started discussing venison. You ever have venison? You ever have deer meat?
I have, and I'd rather have fucking beef.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The people out there, now they're going to start calling, oh, it's delicious.
Just hasn't been cooked right.
You don't know how to prepare it.
I've had it for
I've tried.
fucking decades of my life in various incarnations, cooked by different people, prepared differently each time, and I still, every single time, I'm like, I'd rather have beef.
When I used to live in Western New York and we'd go to the Bills games, and we went to a lot of Bills games back in the day.
Bills.
There was always one guy that prepared a nice heaping crock pot
Heaping helping.
of venison chili. And then the venison grease would be on the top.
Oh, yeah.
And the venison fucking taste would be in your mouth.
Here's how you know.
I hated it.
Here's how you fucking know that beef is better. Because everybody, when they're cooking venison, they're just trying to get it to taste like beef.
Right.
They're trying to get it to not have that venison-y taste to it.
Right.
So, fuck yourself. I'll have beef.
I'm sure there's a way to do it where it doesn't taste. I would have
You gotta
to
soak it in buttermilk for a week. Really? Do you?
I would have to put it in the gamey category, right?
It is gamey.
Ah, man.
That's why it's
Venison's
game.
terrible.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it's awful.
Ted Nugent loves it. I have venison pie and fucking venison
No,
hats. It stinks, Ted.
have you ever had it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
He
awful.
shoots it for the homeless people and the
Oh, does he?
hungry.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
he
You know
does
what? Fair
that.
enough.
So
Okay.
at least they're not fucking.
That's good.
They're getting something.
Yeah,
They're
that's
probably sitting there going, "God damn, I want a steak."
And then, like, someone would bring the homemade beef jerky made from venison, and then have to brag about. I remember these stories like
I
they were
know.
yesterday, but this is a long time ago
You
now.
never hear enough about it.
Oh,
do
it's
you?
been hanging in my garage since August.
Let me tell you how I make it.
Oh,
No, I don't care.
Then you bite into this, and you're just miserable.
Ugh.
Just wishing you had real beef jerky at that point.
That's great. It tastes like an animal that rubbed up against some bark.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Then we're discussing all the shitty stuff we've eaten over the years. And I was telling him, I finally caught up with Anthony Bourdain's show on CNN. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
What is it called? I always forget the name of this stupid
Lost
show.
or something, or-
Abroad or fucking
Lost
Abroad or fucking Eating Abroad. Eating Abroad would be
Eating abroad.
would be a nice title.
That's funny.
Parts unknown.
Parts unknown, right? Of
Oh.
course.
Eating abroad.
And the Canadian one is really
Great, right?
Oh, you saw the Canadian one?
I saw the Canadian one, yeah.
What happens? He goes to explore and they find someone who beheaded someone on a bus still walking around the streets because Canada stinks.
He just gets day passes. He has to go back.
He was hanging with these two renowned French chefs. And the one guy catches beaver. Did you see the beaver guy in the backyard? He catches his own beaver.
Yeah.
And then he fucking makes something from the beaver. And it was in like a big pot, and it was hearty. Hearty's another word
Hearty,
for
yeah, gamey.
What the fuck is in this?
Yeah.
It was like a hearty brown sauce, and the beaver just looks ugly even after it's cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
Beaver meat.
looks like a crooked steak or
Ew.
something. Yeah, there you
What
go.
is that?
Let me see it, Travis.
No way. I don't want it.
And then.
Oh.
And Anthony Bourdain and the other guys were just swearing that this was delicious and
Really?
amazing. I can't imagine
Sorry.
eating beaver.
No. Someone had to fucking name it beaver, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you can't even talk about eating beaver
What are
meat.
you, a faggot? You're not going to
Yeah.
eat your beaver?
Hey, Opie.
Would you eat beaver? I mean, that type of beaver?
I would try it.
Let's get the beaver jokes out of the way, and then let's
Yeah,
talk
I
know, about the real
about
beaver. Would you eat
eating
that
beaver.
shit?
It doesn't look very good.
It beats the woodpecker.
Kind of funny, Chip. I don't know.
I would try it once. Why not, man? It's probably, it's not like bad. I mean, if the guy cooked it right, I would give it a shot. I'd take one bite.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would absolutely try it. But to actually order it on a menu and say, fuck the chicken, fuck the steak,
Yeah.
fuck the salmon or whatever. I'm going and having beaver
And they got to
stew.
present it. It's like served on his tail
Oh,
with his
God.
two big buck teeth sticking in the top like a garnish.
You use them to scoop the rest of the meat onto
yes.
crackers.
He uses big dumb beaver teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, just
Yeah.
the thought.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But the episode, they were gobbling it down, so it must be pretty good.
Yeah.
Then my brother was talking about another restaurant show. It might have been Kitchen Nightmares or something, where this one restaurant serves muskrat.
Oh, come on.
And they were trying to get muskrat off the menu, and so change this guy's restaurant around, and he refused. He said, "No, man, the locals just love my muskrat dish.
What? Let me see a muskrat.
It looks like a giant rat.
Yeah.
It's in the rat family. Is it officially in the rat
Oh,
family?
my God.
No,
That-
who would fucking cook and
That's a disgusting giant fat rat.
who would prepare that?
I don't want it.
I don't get it. That has to taste gamey. But there's guys out there, or humans in general, that love that gamey taste.
Ew, what the fuck?
Would you eat that?
No,
Oh,
come on.
God.
That guy's fucking around.
You know what, though? They eat dog in like, Asian countries, and it sounds terrible to us, but just because we like them. But they're like, fuck you, dog.
Muskrat's a muskrat, though.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
The number one meat consumed in the world is
it dog?
Goat.
It knows.
Ah.
It is goat by
Lots
far.
of goats in this fucking... The savages all eat goats.
Right,
that's
because
why.
in America, not so much.
No. I've
All
never
those
eaten goat.
It's very hard to find goat meat.
All
Although
those
we found it
spade
where?
shovel their women's clits out countries.
Right.
They love a good goat.
We were in a restaurant. Was it in Cleveland? For your special, I
You have
think.
the steamers?
Huh? And they served goat. And
Yeah.
your manager was eating it.
Oh, did he eat goat?
With Stupid Gary. Both of them.
Stupid cat.
Stupid Gary and your manager were bonding over goat. And I guess they both said it was delish.
It probably
It was
is good.
delish. I don't know. I didn't try it.
I
Thank
couldn't
you,
eat
no.
horse either. I couldn't eat horse either.
Horse.
No,
God,
horse
no.
meat.
God, no. And here's
Sometimes you get Chinese food that has this weird, like if you get like beef and broccoli or something, it's got this strange horse smell to it. And I don't even mean like meat, like cooking horse meat, like a stable. Like a fucking stable.
It brings up my old story. When I was living in Northport on Long Island, there was a Chinese restaurant there. I went and I got a basic dish. I think it was just like chicken lo mein or something.
Yeah.
And as I'm eating this thing, I'm like, I just knew in my fucking soul I was not eating chicken.
Oh, boy.
And I only ate a couple bites, and I don't know what it was,
boy.
but I just know it wasn't chicken. And fast forward, that restaurant closed down. So I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't know if the town or the
Health
government,
department,
yes,
yeah.
shut them down. But there was no doubt in my mind that I wasn't eating chicken that day.
It is a capel. Rat turd.
It looked
It's a rat turd.
It sort of looked like chicken, but as soon as you put it in your mouth, you're like, "Holy fuck, this is not chicken." But I don't know what it could have been.
What's worse than the gray chicken you get in a Chinese restaurant? Like, I'll eat white meat. I always ask for white meat, but you ever like just get like whatever
those
with
cheap fucks.
gray
Yes.
fucking just little circles of chicken?
It could either be pigeon or cat or who the fuck knows. Remember that story? What was it, buffalo?
The horse.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it was the deer.
Oh, deer.
The
deer.
deer.
Where there
yeah.
wasn't there blood marks through the restaurant where the guy was dragging,
Just dragging it through.
Can you find that old story? It's one of my favorites that we've done in the last few years. The guy got caught too, and they shut him down.
Wasn't he the one taking the stuff in the back and stepping on it and then putting it back in the fucking
I
bowl?
forgot exactly all the details, but I remember when we read this thing, we were dare I say howling. We were howling
Howling.
over that one. Here's a guy. As you find that story, Corey in Winnipeg. Corey.
Yes, Corey's on the phone.
Yeah, I've eaten beaver meat before, and it's greasy. And I know some of my family they would get the beaver tail and smoke it, and I tried that. It's exactly the same texture as a cartilage on the end of a chicken bone, and it's just fucking.
Oh, God, smoked beaver tail. What the fuck?
Stop trying to invent new dishes. We
Right.
got it figured out.
Yeah.
We got it. We're done. We're good.
We know what the tasty animals are now.
Exactly.
We figured it all out.
There was a time, I guess you had to try everything.
Right, trial and error.
Right.
No, that's disgusting tasting. Don't eat that.
Well, it's our old gag. I mean, you look at a lobster. Who was the first idiot that said
Yeah,
this
that
has
was
to be
good.
delicious?
Yeah.
But they had to try everything.
You know how
right?
you know they're good? Because they're so protected with their shells.
Oh.
Nature knows you're one delicious motherfucker. And once the word gets out, you're finished.
Keep that meat in you.
Yeah, crabs too. Crabs are
Yeah.
fucking fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good crab.
All right, Corey. Thank you, sir. Winnipeg checking in. That's pretty cool, huh?
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It does lead to a story that happened over the weekend. Bars are serving rubbing alcohol, calling it scotch.
Yeah, what the fuck bar
This hit
is
in
this?
Jersey, right?
Oh, wow.
But they're saying this place got caught, but they're saying a lot of places do this.
How did they get caught?
How rubbing alcohol? You go blind, don't you?
Yeah, they got so
E-Rock?
desperate that E-Rock, you got that story?
No, one of them is right near where I live.
Really?
And yeah, as soon as that story came out and it was on Fox 5 and everything, that parking lot has been nowhere near what it used to be.
Who's drinking fucking rubbing alcohol with coloring in it and thinking it's scotch?
There's got to be mixed in with something,
I'm
though,
no
right?
connoisseur of
It's
scotch.
that, and
but
they were also taking really shitty liquors and putting them into the top shelf bottles and passing them off as the real expensive
Yeah,
stuff.
I figured they
people do
were doing that. You know,
That's a pretty bad thing to do.
you get some top shelf shit, and then you just when those bottles are empty, why get new ones? Just fill them up with the cheap shit. No one's gonna know the difference for the most part.
And that's why they make the penalty so fucking drastic.
Right.
It is pretty bad. I think you'll lose your goddamn license.
Dan in Jersey. Dan,
Hey guys, what's going on?
Damn.
Danny boy!
you got anything else on that rubbing alcohol story?
Hey, if it does the job at the end of the day, who's really at fault here?
There you go. It gets you hammered.
I walked by a bar yesterday. I saw Bobby and his wife for lunch because I wanted
Bobby!
to stay in the house. Bob Kelly! And it was nice out. We just went to get some Thai food, and I'm looking in a bar as I'm walking by. It's like 3 in the afternoon. I'm like, God, I'm so happy I'm not in there.
Were there guys at the bar just kind of...
Just a couple of people, but I'm like, it just
the
looks,
regulars.
Like, I can imagine sitting in there and just that fucking feeling of coming out in the sunlight. You're loaded already in the afternoon. Oh.
I kind of like a good local dive bar in the afternoon if there's like a dumb game on and you're just sitting drinking beer.
There was no fun to be had.
There wasn't any
No,
fun?
it was Memorial Day. The streets were
That
kind
is
of
true.
quiet.
You should be outside.
Just
fine.
2 or 3
Well,
guys.
the doors open all nice to the.
Yeah, but it was like looking
See, I
into
kinda like that.
darkness.
It wasn't looking at the goodness of outside wasn't going
No.
in.
Right.
It was the badness from inside
Yeah,
that
it was
leaking
letting darkness out.
Oh boy, that sounds like a hoot.
Oh, here's the story. Should we just play the video?
Sure.
Let's just play the video. This is the restaurant up in Buffalo. It's worth taking another look. What year was this? A couple years ago at this point? 5 years ago, maybe?
Uh-oh.
This isn't in Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Williamsburg, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in Kentucky, but
Oh,
it's
boy.
similar.
Oh, my God.
Oh, is it a fake story that makes its way around the inner tubes?
Yeah, what happened? Let's see. Play it. Let's hear. Let's know.
I don't think I'll ever eat Chinese food ever again. I went next door and upchucked everything. And there was a really weak stomach, and it was just too much for me to handle.
Some former customers
Says
of
a
Red
lot,
Flower
'cause she's a
Chinese
pig.
restaurant
Yeah.
are
Keeps
angry
everything.
about what they say happened while they were enjoying a Chinese buffet.
Oh.
A lot of locals eat there like on lunch breaks and stuff. Yeah, it was really disturbing. There was actually a blood trail that they were mopping up behind the garbage can.
Katie Hopkins says she witnessed employees dragging in a trash bin with a dead carcass inside of it.
There was
Nice.
like a tail and like a foot and a leg sticking out of the garbage can, and they wheeled it straight back into the kitchen.
That's when Environmental Health Inspector Paul
the exact
Lawson
same
was
story out of
called to
Buffalo.
check it out.
And when
This
Paul
Kentucky.
Lawson showed up to the restaurant, what he found inside, he says, is the craziest thing he's ever seen.
Upon arrival, I confirmed they did have a deer carcass in the facility.
The discovery led to the health department shutting down the restaurant. The owner tells Lawson that he picked up the deer along I-75.
Roadkill.
They said they didn't know they weren't allowed to do that, so that makes me concerned
What they
that
were serving.
maybe
yes.
they could have before.
The owners also tell Lawson that they planned to take the deer home and didn't plan to serve it to customers.
Sure, right.
Brittany Paulette's WLKY News.
Yeah.
That's similar to the Buffalo story.
Yeah, the blood trail there.
Right.
That's,
I don't know.
you think it's one of those, maybe? In hindsight, lighting the match was a bad idea.
Have you tried buffalo meat is coming in? Yeah, I've tried the buffalo meat.
Again, just give me some beef.
Right, instead of
How
a
is that
buffalo
buffalo
burger,
thing?
you want a beef burger, right?
I know they have beefalo. It's that place, Dowd's Beefalo. Remember that joint there? I think it was in
fuck yeah,
Huntington.
I do remember that.
Yeah, they would have like the half buffalo, half steer kind of a thing.
Right, and that was to jazz it up, obviously.
Yeah, it was because regular buffalo is like apparently very lean.
I heard
So you don't get a good taste from it.
Bison.
Huh?
Bison also is very big.
Oh.
Ted Turner's restaurant's around the corner. It's always
Yeah.
packed. It's all bison.
Bison meat?
Yeah.
Is it better than beef?
It's good.
Nothing beats beef.
Isn't bison just a buffalo?
I think it's the same thing, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. Iraq? What happened?
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh.
They're similar.
Huh?
Should ask your ancestors.
Well, if I'd think about it if my mind wasn't toiling trying to come up with an Iraq buffalo joke.
I tried and failed miserably. To me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How was your weekend, E-Rock?
Busy, but good.
Oh, busy.
Ooh, busy.
Do tell, writing the script to the movie. A little more? That busy? Getting the podcasts together?
That, yes. But,
Oh, nice.
since it was nice Sunday and yesterday, it was a lot of outdoor work, cutting down trees.
What are you clearing, like the president, when they go out there and clear the land? Chainsaw?
Do they?
Grab the, well, not Obama, but Bush, both the Bushes, Reagan. Remember those pictures? You could see them like, they're on their ranch clearing the brush. A lot of brush to clear, apparently. So what were you doing outside?
Trying to cut down trees for the first time.
What were you using?
Your elephant trunk?
See, that was a good one.
I had to get back in the game.
Oh, boy.
I struck out and threw out my bag. I had to get back in there, try to hit a single.
Look at Reagan. He's got a chainsaw.
How does one cut down a tree in your neighborhood?
Well, they're not the huge, like, oak trees. These are just, like, cherry trees and dogwood trees and stuff.
Yeah.
And just use, I guess it's called an all saw. Is that what it is? It's the
all saw?
Well, it says tiger saw, but they have another name on it where you just hold it like almost like a gun.
Oh, Sawzall.
Sawzall, thank you.
An all saw.
Whatever it was.
Sawzall, you're playing fucking words back.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what you were saying.
A Sawzall.
Yeah,
oh, so that's
going up.
It's like pruning.
Right.
How big of a blade? Did you use the big 1 foot blade or the?
It's 9 inches.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you had small trees you were cutting down.
You go up, you gotta cut all the branches off, and then try to cut the tree before the stump and have that fall down on your property.
Oh, how
without
big?
hitting
How
everything.
big diameter of the tree you're talking?
Probably
Wow. That's like 6 to 8 inches.
like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's a big tree.
Yeah, about an 8-inch.
Why are you cutting
diameter
down
tree.
trees?
Yeah, what's going on?
I hate
You
when
cut
people cut down trees on their property. I like that shade shit. It's nice.
Well, there's trees all around the property, but
Yeah.
on the property, I want to get rid of them to open it up.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't want to be the one asshole in the neighborhood if a bad storm hits that my tree takes out all the wires.
I can't complain. I ripped out some fucking trees from my property that had to have been there
100
for
years.
hundreds of years. They were giant, and all they would do is drop shit in my pool and put a shade over the pool to keep it cold. I love when people are like, no, the shade over the pool is nice.
That's
Because
bullshit.
then you're in the pool and it's shade. What the fuck? Are you insane?
Yeah, no.
I want sun on that pool constantly.
Especially if you have those solar heaters, too, for the pool.
Yeah.
Trees just block everything, and then you spend all that money for nothing.
You're in the pool, and now it's in the shade, so it's 10 degrees colder than it is if the sun was hitting it. Those people are assholes.
Constantly clogging up your filter.
Yeah, there's little acorn shells.
Pine needles.
Fuck that noise. Chop them down.
And then trying to dig up the lawn to take all the roots out.
What?
I didn't realize this. When you're yanking a tree out, the roots are very extensive.
Oh, yeah.
So you're digging up the lawn, trying to just cut as much as you possibly can with the saw and a shovel, just trying to get it all out. And you're
You'll never
going
get all those.
15, 20 feet away from where the tree was, still digging up the lawn, just pulling out roots.
You didn't know this.
No.
Thought the tree just grew right out of the ground.
Yeah, what do you think of this telephone pole?
It's there for 1 inch into the ground.
I didn't know the roots went out that far.
Depending on the tree, certainly, yes.
Roots will, if you look at a tree and see how far the branches go out from a tree, the roots go out further than that. They go out further than the branches of the tree.
So I'm
even,
finding, yeah.
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 They're searching for water.
That's
Where
right.
are you? Where are you? Yeah.
Get it away from the sewage pipes, the electrical wiring, the gas lines that they're wrapped around.
So you spend your long weekend just cutting trees down?
Trees, bushes.
Yeah.
Manly there.
I'm not
Manly
good at
activity.
it, but I'm
You're not
fine.
good at it? Were you wearing any safety equipment? Goggles?
Yeah, I
And,
had the goggles, I had gloves.
Oh. Would have liked to. Why didn't you fucking tweet or Vine anything?
Exactly.
Nothing fell and hit
Love
me.
to see
so-
you fucking vine your finger being chopped off.
There could have been a lot of people commenting on your photos, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Yeah. All right, let me say hi to Vinny in Jersey. Vinny!
Hey, yeah?
What's up, Vinny?
Boys?
Hey.
Good morning. I've been out to Lancaster, PA, and had ostrich. It's red meat, and it was delicious, just like a steak.
I gotta say, my sister used to work at a joint on Jericho Turnpike. Suspiciously, the whole place burned down.
Yeah.
But who am I to say? And my sister was out of work.
Jewish lightning?
I don't know. But they served ostrich, and I loved it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Sitting next to him? Oh, see, I thought.
I loved it. It was kind of like a lamb chop meets a steak, I think.
Really?
Right?
Delicious.
It was unbelievable how good it was.
Yeah.
That I liked. Yeah, I tried that. That was probably the most outrageous thing I've ever tried, I think.
That's kind of a bird.
What are ostrich farms around? I've seen.
Yeah, where the fuck do they get the meat?
Ostrich?
Yeah. I would assume that middle part's all fatty shit.
That breast, though, is probably pretty big.
You think?
And then the legs, right?
Maybe
They got
that one
giant
muscle?
fucking drumstick, like Fred Flintstone's.
Yeah, I don't know where they get the actual meat, what part of the animal.
I would think the breast has got to be huge on
It
those
can't be the
fucking
legs
things.
or head or neck, because that's all just
That's what I'm
fucking
saying.
skinny. It's got to be that big
No,
fucking
No,
hunk
the
of-
upper leg is
they're-
pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, they're like.
Oh.
Let's take a look at the ostrich. Let's see what part we eat.
Well, when I
leg is
petted an
giant.
ostrich, I noticed that it
Oh.
was all. When
Oh,
the
that's
ostrich
it.
and I bonded.
That's right, on
Yeah,
Leno.
look at that thing. That's fucking a giant
All
drumstick.
right, no, you're not eating that leg.
Look.
No, look at
No
his neck.
fucking way are you eating that leg.
Dude, look at it. It goes up. It's a giant
That's all
drumstick.
solid muscle, though.
And cartilage.
Yeah,
and
you want to eat that
tendons.
fucking solid. That's not like chickens are all fat. It's all fucking juicy and fat. That's all muscle.
Does anyone know where they get the ostrich
It's got to
meat?
be under the feathers somewhere, by the asshole. I think that's
Well,
where they
safe
do
to
it.
say it's under the feathers somewhere,
There's
but what part?
An inch around the asshole. That's apparently delicious. The rest of it is terrible.
I bet you most of it you got to throw away. You're right. One fucking steak out of it.
Yeah. And then the neck.
One
maybe.
fillet.
Little neck.
Neck?
Just nibble on the neck. No?
No.
It's got a lot of it.
Who knows this shit? I need to know now.
That breast is huge, though. Look. I bet that's like fucking.
What about the back? The
Giant.
back meat would probably be horrendous.
Oh, yeah.
Anything near that weird ass of it of his, I don't think you would eat that
What a
shit.
dumb dinosaur looking bird that is.
Oh, that would peck the shit out of you if you got in his way, too.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Oh, he'd give you a fucking pecking.
Oh, with his dumb backwards kneecap.
Yeah, it's so weird,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
They're fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah,
fast.
they
They
can-
kind of run silly.
Like a motor.
They got that back and forth thing going on.
They'll fuck you up.
They kick you too. I forget how an ostrich gets in your shit, but if they're really annoyed, they let you know it.
I hear they're nasty, nasty animals.
Not when you befriend them like I did. I happen to be very good with the animal community, but a lot of people probably aren't. They walk up and just slap at them.
Oh, terrible.
I gave him. He was eating dog food, little dog niblets.
Really?
Yeah, I held my hand out and he was pecking away.
Where was this?
On Leno once.
Oh, well,
He was
right,
the
right.
animal
Doing
guy
an
was
animal
on.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just held my hand out and he was like, peck, 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 peck. Peck away, peck, 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 peck.